Hey lovers, how you doing wherever you are in the world? Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to another exciting episode on Connecting the Mind and Soul, and I remain your host, Jumoke Ogunsuwada. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about, is it worth it? Now, I came about this episode because of something that happened some weeks back, and I think is becoming something, rampant that keeps happening, and no one is talking about it. And a few weeks ago, the story of a woman came online, and they said while the husband was sleeping, she took her husband's phone and she went through it. She saw the husband was cheating and she went straight down to the kitchen and picked up a pestle and went back to the room and smashed, the pestle on the husband's head. And I don't know if it was a scream or the husband's scream that alerted the neighbors, but they came rushing and met him in the pool of his own blood. And, they rushed him and took him to the hospital. But unfortunately, he was dead on arrival. But the point is, the man is gone, and she would definitely be gone now. Maybe to prison, or maybe because if she's found guilty, definitely it's going to be like death by, I don't know, maybe by hanging or something. And if it's manslaughter, she would definitely be doing a life or something close to that. And according to the story, prior to the incident, um, the man just built her a house and got her a car. Now, I'm not saying material things justifies infidelity, but I still want to believe that for the man to do that, there's commitment and responsibility from the man's side. And which means the man is still, involved, in the family and in our life. Because according to the story, they have three kids together. Now, what's going to happen to the three kids? And the rate of which men or women are killing themselves over cheating. Now, I'm not advocating for cheating, please don't get me wrong. But the point is, what will the death of the other do to you? Because your life will be wasted and their life will be gone. And what happens to, the parents of those people you've killed, or your children, or the families, or, even your life is wasted. I mean, your life should be the biggest or the most important thing to you. And you're ready to waste that life just because someone hurt you. I mean, is it really worth it? These are things that we need to ask ourselves because a couple of months ago, I think probably maybe 2 months ago, the same thing happened with a young couple. While the guy was in the bathroom, the lady went through the guy's phone, saw it was cheating, and she went straight to the kitchen and brought out a knife and went to the bathroom and started stabbing the guy. And during the whole thing, the guy overpowered her. And the first stab he gave to her was in her chest and went straight to, a very deep cut. And she died immediately. And I don't know the update of the story also, but according to the video that I saw, the guy was bleeding a whole lot, but people weren't helping. I think all of them were just busy videoing. So I don't know if the guy died or, but then is it worth it? If the guy ended up dying to life lost. If not, she's dead. Because that's the only thing that can come out of this. One's life wasted while the other is dead, or both life wasted. And this keeps happening. And it's like we all are just sleeping on this. It's high time we learn to, call our families, our loved ones, and start, sharing some advices with them. Like what what the deal breaker is. Like, is it cheating? If it's cheating, know at the back of your mind or keep telling yourself daily, if I catch him, if I catch her, I leave. No violence, no aggression, I leave. Because what you tell yourself is what you become. Because some people say jokingly and like, oh, if I catch him or if I catch her, she's dead, he's dead, we are both dying. And that is what comes to your mind when that happens. But if you put positive thing in your head, because To put a trust in someone else, to me, is totally dumb. You have to, when you're going into a relationship, you must think of the worst. You must think of, the worst outcome that can come out of it, and prepare yourself. Like, if this person leave me one day, if this person cheats on me, I'm not saying we prepare, we keep, analyzing negative things or things like that. But then we should know what we can take and what we can't take. Because now we just go into relationship. We don't think, we don't even ask our partners questions. We just go in. We don't know what they can take. We don't know what we ourselves can take. We don't even know our limits to certain things. And we just rush in, and sometimes we rush out. And while rushing out, we rush out with a whole lot of baggages going out with us. And some is even debt. We need to understand that being in a relationship with someone else takes a lot of patience, because some people are not even in control of what they do. Some people don't have self control. Some people don't think deep, they're not challenged. And when you deal with people like that, there's on tons of uncertain things that will happen. And that is probably maybe things like this. And not that I'm advocating for cheating, but we need to understand that this part of the world that we're in, it is a very rare thing to see men who don't cheat. Now, please don't say I'm advocating for it. I am not. I repeat, I am not. But it is rare for you not to see a man that cheats. I don't want to exaggerate, but let's say 90% of men cheat. So when you want to go into marriage or a serious relationship, please have it at the back of your mind that this person might cheat on me. If you know it's your deal breaker, something you can't take, please have a one-on-one talk with them. Like, if you know you're tired of me, anytime you're tired, please let me know so I can work, on myself, or, how to prepare myself. And as you're doing that, also have it at the back of your mind, or you tell yourself every day that once it comes to this, especially those who are aggressive, because there's some people, once they are hungry, they're ready to smash things, they are ready to cause chaos everywhere. Those kind of people, they catch the partner cheating, obviously they will want something, they want blood. They want to do something hurtful, even though they don't think at that particular moment. They might just do something, they just want to hurt you because you've hurt them back. And without thinking, they do crazy things which might take lives. I mean, there was a story of another woman who husband doesn't stay here. Then eventually, I think she heard a story of her husband another child by having a child by another woman. And the man came around to celebrate her birthday. And they said the birthday was so big and loud that the man spent a whole lot of money celebrating this woman. And after the birthday, they said she granted some pills to weaken him, to reduce his strength so she could deal with the man. And they said she plucked a pressing iron, hot one, and started pressing it all over him and torturing him, telling him to confess that he actually has another family somewhere else. And, in the process, the man died. And the house they were living in was even in this woman's name. Most of the man's property was in this woman's name. Like I said, I'm not saying property, it's enough, takes over cheating or things like that. But I'm just saying a man who is still a provider shows commitment, shows responsibility. You can talk it out with him. And if you know that is, what you can't take, then leave. There is separation, there is divorce. There's no one is going to hold you down. You can leave, but trying to have your pound of flesh in a violent way will only mean one thing. It will cost you your peace or your life. And at the end of the day, is it worth it? And also for the men, we have lots of men too who kill their wives because of infidelity. Some hack them to death. Some do a whole lot of things also because of infidelity. I was reading a story one time of a guy who said he caught his wife cheated, and he's so mad because even though he is doing it, she doesn't have the right to do it. Now, I'm not saying a woman should cheat. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, this guy was out for revenge for something he himself is also guilty of. Please, if you can't take it, divorce her. There is nothing like revenge. You're only going to, keep going round in circles with baggage of bitterness. So please let us try and calm ourselves down when we're in bad situations. I mean, I've shared the story of a woman who caught her husband cheating, and she picked up the three children and took them to the bridge and flung them over the bridge because she was angry that their husband cheated on her. I don't know what goes through these people's mind, but to the extent that you want to inflict so much pain on another soul because they hurt you, not physically, maybe just through cheating, infidelity, there's always an exit door. Please let's learn to use it when it comes to that. Okay, so wrapping up on today's episode, I would like to say we need to do a cross-examination on ourselves. We need to think deep if it's really worth it, that revenge you're planning. Is it worth your health? Is it worth your life? Is it worth your peace of mind? I would just say let go. If it's too much for you to bear, leave. There's always an exit door. Learn to use it. So see you next week, and keep shining, remain beautiful, remain handsome, and please do not forget to like, to share, and comment. And please click that follow button. On TikTok and Instagram, it is TMS_ with Jumoke. And on YouTube, it is Connecting the Minds and Soul. And for email, it is Connecting the Minds and Soul @gmail.com. Until next week, stay blessed. Bye.